Hi YouTube, this is Purses and More, and I'm back with another video. I thought I would share with you how you can make a 100 envelope box from items from the Dollar Tree. Let me share with you what I created, and then I'll share with you what I used, and then I can share with you how you can make one of your own without using a laminator. So first off, these are the items here that I did use. However, I laminated mine. Let me just share with you my box here. This is the box that I made here, and I bought this box, this clear one, from Walmart for $3.24. So it would probably cost you a little bit more if you wanted to use this box instead. And then it would cost you more if you wanted to laminate, because then you would have to get your laminating paper and your laminator. So this is what mine looks like. As you can see, I have mine all laminated, and it does take a while longer if you're going to laminate. And you don't have to use this printed paper. There's other printed papers that you can use from the Dollar Tree. I just chose what I chose. So let me go ahead and share with you the process that I used to start off with, and then you can use to your discretion if you want to laminate yours or not. This video is going to be one without the lamination. Like I said, laminating takes a lot longer. You would run these pages through the laminator quite a few times so that you get your bubble close to the paper. So when you trim this off, you don't cut into your bubble, so your envelope stays intact. Now you can certainly tape the edges, and I'll show you how to do that in just 1 minute. I'm going to go ahead and set this aside. This box from Walmart is more square than the one from the Dollar Tree. Let me just go ahead and show you. So the one from the Dollar Tree, even though the dimensions of the paper would be the same, if you chose to laminate and use this box here, you would have to cut your paper a tiny bit smaller, because the dimension on the bottom of this box is 2.5 inches, whereas the dimension on this other clear box from Pen & Gear is almost 3 inches. So you have to take into account the space needed to laminate and then cut close to the laminating bubble. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll share with you how you can make this 100 envelope box with just tape, paper, a cutter, and things from the Dollar Tree. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, let me go ahead and move my box out of the way and show you the items that I used. First off, let's go ahead and share with you the items that you will need to make your 100 envelope box from the Dollar Tree. Okay, first you're going to need a box like this. You can get this at the Dollar Tree. They come in different colors. This one's the purple one. They have a green one, they have a pink one. I think they have a blue one. They don't have a clear one as far as I know. So this is $1.25, of course. Then you're gonna need stickers. If you don't wanna make your own, then you can purchase stickers like I have. Now these ones I purchased from the Dollar Tree, and I liked how tall they are. And this is a 92-piece alphabet set. And as you can see, the stickers are about 1 inch tall, and I like that. And they're probably about 1/2 inch or so, maybe just a smidgen bigger than 1/2 inch wide, depending on the number. And that's important so you can see your numbers on your paper. Now, of course, there's other smaller numbers as well if you can't find these ones, and you can certainly use those. This 92-piece set, I bought 4 packages of this particular print. That way I would have enough numbers for 1 through 100. Next, the paper. So I went ahead in the crafters section. I used this print here. As you can see, it's empty. I used this print here. And then I used a couple pages from this print here. I'm sorry if my table's shaking. I'm leaning on my table. So each one of these packets of paper are 24 sheets. And so 24 and 24 is 48. So you would need to get 3 packets of paper, because for each one of these pieces of paper, you can get 2 envelopes. So you would be short about 4 envelopes if you use 2 packs of paper. So you get 48 envelopes out of here, 48 envelopes out of here, and you would be 4 envelopes shy of 100. So you would need a couple more pages from another pack. All right, let me share with you what else I used, because I'm going to show you how I cut the paper. I also have a gift card that I got from Walmart it's just an old gift card. And so I use this as a card to crease my bottom of my paper here. And I'll show you how I do that. Then I went ahead in the crafters section. I did get this rotary cutter. I call it rotary, but it's a roller cutter. It's 28 millimeters. And this is from the Dollar Tree. And I'll show you how I use that. And then I also bought this cutting mat from the Dollar Tree as well. And this is what the barcode looks like. And this is a nice size because it's already measured out 6 inches by 8 inches. And that's really important. So our paper is going to be a little less than 3 inches wide and 6 inches in length. So let me show you how they fit in here first without the laminating. Oh, and also let me just tell you, if you're gonna not use a laminator, you're gonna need some tape. Okay, so this box, if you don't laminate, then the measurements I give you, the paper will fit nicely down inside here, as you can see. If you choose to laminate it, then you're going to need to cut it a little bit smaller on the width to account for the lamination sheets. Not the height though, because the height would still work. All right, let me go ahead and share with you how to do this. I'm going to set that aside. All right, so first things first, get myself a piece of paper. They have different prints, and you can pick whatever print it is that you would prefer. Let me go ahead and grab just one. I'll grab a pink one. That way it's contrasted against this green. Pink with the white polka dots. Okay, so let me go ahead and get myself some space here. So what I do, you need to be able to see these little lines. So I will go ahead and I line it up at 1 inch right there, okay? And I know it looks odd over here because it doesn't look like it's quite 6 inches, but it'll work. So what I go ahead and do is I take my roller and I line it up at the one line on this mat, the one line before the 3 inches on both sides. Let me go ahead and do this, and then because I kind of have to get above here. And then I'll scoot it back over so you can see. Okay, so I have it lined up with my metal roller here, and you can use a plastic roller from the Dollar Tree if you wish. It doesn't matter. So what I go ahead and do is I take my ruler cutter and I open it up, and now I take and I cut it on that section. Okay, So now I have my one envelope here. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut my second envelope. Now I'm going to turn this around so that my straightest edge, my straight factory edge, is up against this line. Now I'm going to realign my roller to that mark, to the line before the 3. And I'm going to hold it steady in the middle. Now I'm going to take my rotary cutter, my roller cutter again, and I'm going to cut another one. Okay, and then of course this little piece of paper is garbage. So now I've got my second envelope. So now I have 2 envelopes per that one piece of paper. Now I'm going to go ahead and fold it. So this is where the little straight edge or whatever you have that you can use comes in handy. So now I lined up my top edges as best I can. And I kind of pinch it down on my surface. And I fold it. Now I take this and I crease, I crease the edge a little bit better. And this will help too if you laminate your edge. If you laminate that, that makes it lay flatter in your laminating sheet so that you get a good seal all the way around. But because we're not laminating this one, we're going to tape it. So I'm going to go ahead and measure out a piece of tape as best I can. Just kind of eyeball it a little bit. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. I'm going to go ahead and tape this. I'm going to have to use 2 pieces of tape. And I just tape that like that. Let me grab another piece of tape. Now, of course, if I made it a little bit longer, then I wouldn't need 2 pieces of tape. But I didn't, so there we go. All right, let me go ahead and tape the other side. Try a little bit better to get a longer piece here. And I just kind of put the tape at half width. Okay, so now I did go over a little bit, but that's okay. I can trim off that with scissors. So now I'm going to go ahead and crease that like that. Let me get my scissors. And then I can just trim that off. Trim that off. I mean, you can use your rotary cutter too if you wanted to do that. And even if you didn't have the roller cutter, if you wanted to use scissors to cut that, you could. However, then you'd have to draw a line and try to cut straight. So I find that the roller cutter really works well. Next thing you do is you make sure that you have the top of your envelope facing kind of up. I take my roller, I line up the roller on the bottom just like this. My roller is about 1 inch in depth, so I want my numbers to be equal going forward. So I take my numbers, I'm going to make this a number 1. Take my number, and I just kind of center it kind of up against the roller there. Not really up against, but approximately. Just eyeball it, and I just put my sticker there. And you would do that before you laminate. And with each envelope, if you line up your roller on the bottom and you put your number in the same spot, which I didn't do that accurately, so let me just go ahead and pull that off of there. Let me fix that. if you put your number in the same, basically the same spot from the ruler, then all your numbers will be consistent for every single one of your envelopes. It's kind of hard to do this on camera to make it level. There we go. Now, if you were to laminate this, that would actually really seal that number in there. If you wanted to, you could reinforce that by putting a piece of tape, which is what I'm going to do, over top of that, just so it gives you an extra. I mean, you don't have to put another piece of tape over top of your number, but because I'm not laminating this one, I want to make sure that through the course of time that my number stays on there. And that just gives it an extra reinforcement. Okay, so there you go. And then you would do that with each one of your envelopes. And then that would be envelope number 1. You would do that for every single one of your envelopes. And then you would have your 100 envelope box. And then let me show you what a dollar would fit down inside there, what that would look like. Because I have a dollar. I have a dollar right here in this one. And that's what it'll look like. And then you put it down in there, and you can put your lid on top, and it fits perfectly in there, as you can see. Okay, so that's an inexpensive way to make a 100 envelope challenge. And so this is the ones that I made, and I laminated this. And as you can see, it's kind of tight right there. I mean, it kind of bubbles at the bottom. I mean, you could squish it in there with the same dimensions as this, and if you chose to laminate it, but you would want to maybe trim it just a smidge if you want to laminate, because it doesn't quite fit because this box is not square. But I went ahead and laminated mine for my clear box, but you don't have to do that. It'll save you more money if you didn't. So there's that. And then I do have another envelope here that I made with the green. And so same process that I did with cutting it. Let's go ahead and make this number 2. So put my, because I like this green. I didn't tape this yet, just so you know. So let me go ahead and grab a number 2 sticker. You can use tweezers if you want, but I am not. And I like this print, so we're going to go ahead and put the number 2. Kind of line it up. There you go. There's my number 2. And then I'll go ahead and tape my sides. Let me line it up better. Hear any noise in the background, I am doing laundry, so sorry about the noise. All right, so there's that one. And there again, I'm going to reinforce my number 2 just by putting a piece of tape over top. Now you don't have to do that, but I've decided that I'm going to. since I did not laminate. There we go. All right. So there's my number 2. And then it opens like that. And I think I'm gonna put another little piece of tape on the top there because I didn't quite get it to the top edge. Let me turn it. I'm gonna trim that off. With my scissors. Because I really don't want to get my ruler cutter sticky. So I get my craft scissors. I say craft scissors because I use these to cut various different things. And then I use it and I wash them off. But there we go. And I have my little pieces of tape that are stuck to my fingers. All right. Garbage is next to me. So there you go. There's number 2. And then of course it opens nicely. And it's, now this paper is not as heavy as a cardstock would be. However, this is decent paper for in my opinion. If you want to use this for an inexpensive way to do your 100 box challenge. And then number 2. And you would do that clear through 100, how much it would cost. Basically $1.25. I think I came out with it being at $10 for the Dollar Tree items. So, and that includes this and this, your stickers, your paper, a ruler, your container, your tape, and of course the gift card doesn't cost anything if you just get a gift card, or if you have a gift card that you no longer are using. Okay, so there you have it. So I hope this helped those of you that want to do a 100 box challenge. If you think that maybe it's something that you want to try, but you don't want to invest a lot of money into this idea, so you wanted to just try it out, this is an inexpensive way that you can use to actually do your challenge. And of course, you're going to want a little tally sheet that you're going to color, and you can just make one. You can draw one if you want 100 boxes, and then each time you fill up one of your envelopes, then you color that in. Or you can do whatever you want as far as a little tally sheet. So there you go. I hope this video has helped those of you that would like to do a 100 envelope challenge from the Dollar Tree items. And as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.